I'm now here on the TR Enterprises stand with General Manager Tom Boyd. Good morning, Tom, and welcome to Race Retro 2016.
Yeah, it's very buoyant again. Good show as always, so roll on the next 2 days.
And you've got the recreation here this year.
Yes, it's a little bit behind of where we wanted it to be, but we're getting there. So as we discussed last year, the project was pretty much getting there by then, but we've managed to get the book made. As you can see, the whole car was scanned, digitally scanned, book, and of course wonderful modern technology, laser cut all the wood out. We reckon it's got 18 sheets of 8x4 marine ply has gone into this, so it weighs, just this book alone weighs about half a ton. So yeah, bonnet's all done, only the actual shell, but we're anticipating we'll have a body shell for about July this year. So we're looking probably January next year, completion of the actual car, hopefully to bring back here next year.
And what are you going to enter it into?
Well, the first one's actually going to be a road car. It's going to be a fast road touring car, so he can go to his holiday homes and then this, that and the other. But we have sold number 2, which will be an FIA race car, and that's already in the pipeline. We're going to get the second body shell made. We've built the chassis now, but that's going to debut at Spa 6-hour race 2017. So a bit of a tight deadline. I know it's only February now, but you know, 18 months will soon fly by. So yeah, we're happy with what how it's been received. Everyone seems really positive about it. We've had no bad reports because we're doing a recreation. There's always that worry, but we're just making it as exact as we can. The first one will be rather difficult, trying to get all the catches and the A-posts, and just, we need it as exacting as we can, because of course at the end of the day we want to get FIA papers on them and get them out on the racetracks.
So how many are you planning on building?
We can only do one a year because of just physically how long it takes to build the body shell. You don't want to flood the market, but at the end of the day we want to get them out there. So 2 have already been commissioned. We're hopeful we've got a potential another couple, but of course, you know, we're now into, it'll be 2019 for the next one, so it's just if they're willing to wait that long.
Plus, if you don't want to make too many, do you?
No, because the problem is that they're just not a nice rare car to have, and the value of the original car will probably go down if you're not careful. But look at the E-types, how many replica E-types there's out there, and they're still 6 figures. So no, we'll see how it goes.
And you had this one on the stand last year.
Yes, it was nearly finished last year. We unveiled it to the owner here last year, and took it back to the workshops, finished it off. We did a few test sessions, but then we did the Silverstone Classic last July. So we did one of the Masters races, an hour endurance race, where unfortunately it threw it down with rain in qualifying, so we qualified behind a pace car, and then you drew positions out of a hat. So I think we got something like 50th or something on the grid, but it was a dry race. So we ended up coming 4th in class, and we were the fastest TR out there by 4 seconds. Really? So that gave us a nice bit of hope for the rest of it. And we've done another couple of test sessions, but we're ready to go for this year. We're just trying to sort out this weekend what we're going to do. Hopefully we might do a couple of equipped GTS races back to Silverstone this year, and potentially we'll go and do the Spa 6-hour race in September.
And you've got the red one over there. You've got the red one over there.
Yeah, it's a fast road TR6. We built it about 5 years ago, and it was just, you know, it was a car that stood in a barn for 20 years. The gentleman had owned a TR6 in the 70s, remembered how awful they were, and then wanted a nice one. So he treated himself as his retirement present, but every option was pretty much ticked on that car. So it's a fast road engine on triple Webers. It's got a stag type gearbox, limited slip diff, big brakes on the front. It pushes out about 180 brake horsepower, but it's a fantastic cruising car. You could jump in it and go anywhere. So after 5 years, she still looks well, which is a credit to the owner and also to the boys who built it originally.
So, of all the cars you get in, how many do you do complete rebuilds, and how many are sort of like just sort of doing them, just finishing them off? People just want.
The thing is, cars will come in for a little bit of work, and then it expands, and then it just goes on. I would say full restorations are probably 50% of the business. That also includes competition cars, and then the other 50% is split between, you know, general servicing, upgrades, and the competition, looking after the competition cars throughout the year. But the competition cars is a very big, busy business now. But we still don't forget our roots. We'll still service a nice standard TR4 for a gentleman, and it's always nice to just modify the cars slightly just to upgrade them to modern driving. You know, when they were built in the 60s, you know, 70 miles an hour on a motorway was scary, whereas now you could happily sit at 70 in any of them with a little bit of modification. That one's coming back to us to have its power steering kit fitted. So it's a hydraulic power steering kit, and it works really, really nicely. So again, you know, you can finish a car off, but then if there is another upgrade that's available, then 9 times out of 10 they just carry on with it, just do a little bit more.
That's brilliant. So, and of course you love the show, as you said last year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fantastic show. It's a show that we'll do year in, year out. The people are great, the organisers, it's really, really good show. And yeah, it's something, we're just here to chat. You know,
it's a bit of a family show, isn't it, really?
Very much so. It's nice to see, you know, husband, wife, kids coming in, and we don't mind them chatting, looking at the cars. If the kids want to sit in the cars, that's fine, because, you know, the youngsters are what we need for the future.
They're going to buy it in the future, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, if you don't want those, then 20 years' time your business is gone. So no, start them young, and hopefully they like what they see. And I say, kids, you know, get them involved. But it's very much a husband and wife like to go out and do a bit of touring now. Only downside to the TRs, of course, there's only 2 seats. But you know,
Well, thanks very much for the interview again, and I hope you have a good show.
Thanks ever so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.
That's brilliant.